Okay. So, let's keep talking to Swansea for a second. I want to go out and level up. But I could easily not. Yeah, if I sound a little drier of the mouth. I just had cookies and they're still kind of, well, I don't know. Effectively, no matter how much milk I drink after eating a cookie, my mouth still ends up being kind of weird and dry. Oh well.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, I have, or nothing I can share. What are these options? Alright, whatever.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I want to go with the bottom one because I think it's the most impactful, but it also seems very threatening. I'm going to go with it anyway.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
He didn't look so fond of me the moment I made that joke. Oh well, let's see. Oh, new dialogue is available, Dr. Swansea. Okay, let's go talk to him first.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do so.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Priwen. Zealots to the last man.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
This guy seems almost delusional.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
Perhaps too capable. Nurse Crane also ran an illicit dispensary in Whitechapel. I had to ask for her resignation.
I see. Well, we'll just have to manage without her assistance.
We'll talk later.
Okay, let's pull up the map. Nothing immediate. We still haven't rested yet. I probably should, but the further I can get without resting, the better. 'Cause nothing progresses except for the plot.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
What of Mumsy, dearest? When was the last time you rested, though? Long time. Beginning of tonight. So about 6 hours ago. But, like, I'm straight up killing, like, skals that are twice my level, if not higher. I'm not really in a bad position. I should rest at some point. I was kind of hoping to, my plan is to rest. Oh. Wrong way. I was hoping to rest right before it sends me to another district, if that makes sense. Where's the migraine dude? I already found him. Unfortunately, I couldn't give him the medicine until I rest. And, like, my biggest fear is finding out that all the other districts degrade hard. Between. I'm pretty sure I'm fine. Yeah, don't rest till 10k to 15k EXP. Yeah, something like that. I mean, that seems reasonable. There's like a weird backdrop area here. We have like a number of places I could go to, but I don't know if any of them are even reachable. Not that it matters too much. Oh, the migraine dude that wouldn't let us in. Well, what is my level? Mesmerized level 2. Yeah, so I don't know if it's a quarter of my total level or if it's based on plot or what exactly. But I do not have the mesmerized level to get in there. If it's based on my own level, then that'll be real obvious when I gain like 10 levels in one go. Oh, it's these guys! I've been here. I've fought these guys before. Hello! Considering I was fighting these guys at level 3, I feel pretty good about my chances, especially because that was back when I was using the most basic of equipment. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, it's plot how Mesmerize increases. Okay. I was afraid that you could only level up Mesmerize by actually mesmerizing people, and I'm like, oh, no, please don't make me do that. I barely even use my own capabilities. Whoops. Oh, this guy can't set me on fire. That makes it comically easy. Like, seriously, you could beat this game at level 1 if you wanted to, if you knew what you were doing. It would be tough. It would be really hard, comparatively. But it would be doable, especially with the right equipment. I was watching Baru play this earlier. He was not interested in the story. Did kill everyone run. It was OP by Act 3. I will always play a goody two-shoes if I can. Ow. Right. This guy hits like trucks. There's something that makes this guy a lot more dangerous than the run-of-the-mill thug, and I'm not entirely sure why. But that's okay. But yeah, it would be interesting to do a kill-all run at some point, but honestly, considering all the NPCs respawn, if I wanted to, after I'm done tonight, and I might do this anyway, I might just grind. It's not even that hard. I just wander around for a while. Unless they nerfed it, but like, these guys keep respawning, so... I'm not really, like, too disadvantaged by just going to town on folks. And these guys don't penalize me. It just takes more time. Always play a goody two-shoes, unless the character's name's Dude. Let's face it, people get an axe in the head around Dude. Yeah. Really, no. I will always play a goody two-shoes unless... This place was filled with skals earlier.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
If there's no forced morality system, I will occasionally play a bad guy. Or not forced morality system, but a incentivized morality system. I wonder, would you ever go back to crawl? I don't have the capability to do so. People keep asking for that, but unfortunately it doesn't have online multiplayer, so I can't play crawl. Even if I wanted to do further videos on the game. Which really sucks. Maybe, when I visit Bird. Maybe. Problem is I'd be playing with Lady Bird and Shell, and I don't think Shell would really appreciate playing crawl with me. Seriously though, this place was filled with skulls earlier. The idea of having a funeral here
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
So we're probably gonna have another boss fight here. I'm prepared for it. We might not. Hard to say. It says reach. Oh, right. There's this spot.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. It's just this guy. The hilarious thing is, these guys are just comically weak. Certainly makes my life easier, at the least. Let's see. Head for the church. Yeah, we might actually get ambushed. No, we're not going to get ambushed here. We're good. So just Ascalon, who was a weird-looking gentleman. Like, he looks like somebody stretched out an Oompa Loompa. In many more ways than one.
Protection against malevolence and trickery.
Anywho. Oh, I went too far.
You are blinded by...
So he's probably the one that judges us for being too evil. If we go nuts on everybody, it's probably a bonus boss fight against Ascalon. Or a boss fight nonetheless.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I've no need for a kind ear, only a moment of peace in God's house.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Just know, I cared for her.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
That is going to backfire on us hard.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
It is interesting to play a game that judges me in this way. Yeah, the Vicar is totally a pre-win spy. I'm in the same boat, I think. I think so too. Oh, god damn it. I wonder if it's just proximity to the fire that hurts me more. I actually truly have no idea. Well, whatever. Watch him break up the fucking combat cross and be a boss. Dude, could be. I truly would not put it past this game to have some goofy-ass thing like that. don't know. I'm unbothered by it, honestly. Like, when it comes down to it, oh well. If we have to fight somebody, we have to fight somebody. Hopefully we don't. He's not part of my... So part of the reason why I get the feeling that he is a spy or something. Oh.
We'll crush this beast.
Okay, he hurts. He hurts a little bit more. Oh. Almost a juice. Away with me, yes. Thank you. Works great for me. Oh my god, he just loses his... He just gives up. Alright, well, you know how we deal with people like this. Fightings! What are you, a deacon? Priest? I don't really know. Didn't work out so hot for him, to be quite frank. Okay, let's see. Anything here? Nope. Yeah, so it does look like the difficulty scale's not based on my level, but of course based on how far I'm in the plot. Which actually makes plenty of sense. Oh, hi. You probably should have been paying attention, I'm gonna be honest with you. It would have helped to survive that. Not really. It would have helped a little bit. But yeah, so we should level up at some point.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Interesting.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
So
the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Uh-oh. Who's this fellow?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Let's see, are there games where enemy types scale based on progress, while difficulty scales based on player level? I don't actually know. I know, honestly, Bethesda games tend to have good difficulty scaling, and so that's the one I can think of. I don't know, we'll see.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead, and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Oh, sad saint to the East End.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Okay, so we're headed for the docks. So I think at this point, we go rest. I think at this point, did they just subvert us for punishing, subvert us by punishing us for not eating the dude at the beginning? Different character. This is the priest that we saved. That, well, yeah. Which is interesting, he wasn't wounded, but he got sick, I guess? I don't know. Okay, so hard biting, that'll increase the damage. The problem is, oh, what's the damage scaling on this thing? It's very slow. Extra heal's kind of nice. Extra blood capacity would be nice. What's the damage on this? So 300 shadow. Does the meter radius get bigger ever? Ooh. Okay. So, more damage or... Oh, hold on. Wait. The shadows will pool in a single place. All targets within this area are struck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to bleed. The vampire will directly absorb the blood from the wounds. How long does it last? It doesn't say. Level 12 required, but so this would do a ton of damage. This is a damage over time and gets me blood. Yeah, I'm not... I wasn't avoiding leveling up because I didn't want to. I just wanted to see... I want to save up. So I could potentially get some of these. I'm gonna take a look at Blood Spear. More damage. 3. Hit all enemies facing you. Okay, and Claws. Blood gain versus stun. You gain blood with every hit. Yeah, claws would be interesting. Some of these would definitely be interesting. Blood barrier. I just want to look at these. Barrier disappears, it explodes. Invisible barrier. So this is just 3 hits versus 2 hits, but boom. Coagulation. So this is a 5-second stun versus a stun, but it feeds you blood. Let's see. And this is my self-heal, which I do use a lot. So, heal yourself, trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost on your health regen. So, costs 15 versus cost 25. I'm confused about the differences between these. Tactical, Shadow Veil. So that's the stun. Or not the stun, the stealth. Okay, so this would be how you would do a very heavy stealth run. What's the difference? Oh, this one has a stun at the end. Left up front, heal. Heal over time. Yeah. Let's see, so damage or a stun. Kinda helpful. Generation, medical bags, I don't even use half of those. Reset. Extra blood when using bite in combat. That's not a bad idea. Well, let's start with the obvious. Let's level up my maximum blood capacity, which is really not that much. But I'll level it up too. Any and all of these can be leveled up twice cheaply, and that seems attractive for now. Let's see. Life regeneration. We also have ultimate skills, which is something I should look at. Oh. Okay, let's level this up. Now, I'm only level 10. This does mean I get an ultimate skill. If I wanted. How much are these? That's only 1,000. Okay, so let's see. So, Shadow Vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. Shadows interrupt an enemy in the area of effect and inflict a ton of damage. Focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. Or Rage. Lose control, let the beast take over for a short time. Teleports to all enemies around you, strikes them with furious blows. Question. Let me get blood back from this one. It doesn't say I get any blood back. It looks like it in the picture, though. Get them all. I might when I have more. Let's see. For starters... Oh, this is autophagy, but I can't get that. I gotta be level 12. No, this is the one I wanted to go for. I use this skill way too often to be ignored. Let's see. And I'm probably going to go for the Shadow Mist, the one that gets me blood back from enemies. Not immediate damage, but a larger AoE, and I can kite them around it. So... Abyss, more or less, is kind of an alternate version of Shadow Mist. Blood Cauldron... So Abyss does the most amount of damage. I really wish I could compare them. So, inflicts tremendous damage. So this probably only hits one person. This is a melee move. And this is a... Yeah, Abyss seems like it kind of fits with what I do. The main problem is I don't have a whole lot of EXP, so I'm trying to be extremely... I'm trying to be extremely conservative with what I buy. You know what? I'm gonna go Blood Cauldron. Maybe? Teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Oh. Yeah, Rage would be a good, like, get out of here move. Blood Cauldron, I might actually skip Abyss just because it has a chance to miss. So I could get both. You're right about that. I'm gonna pick one for now. Oh, Abyss cannot miss. Okay, well then. Abyss it is. Okay, level 14 required for those. So now at this point we kind of have to decide what I want to do with these. There's a 2-second charge up though. Oh, that's a bit of a detriment, but whatever, it's too late now. So I'm probably going to want to boost my health considerably. Let's see. Extra stamina could be good. I mean, eventually I'd like to get up to that. Are these just 10% perk? No. It's 15? No, and then it gets to be more. Going down the endurance tree might not be a bad idea. Blood capacity doesn't make that much of a difference. Get the mist. Which one's the mist? I don't even know which one's the mist. Because I straight up don't have a mist. Let's see, higher blood max. Could be useful. I'd kind of well, no. Extra blood max might not be a bad idea. Stamina is probably going to help me more, though. Right now, at least. But, like, none of these are mist yet. Or do you mean this mist? Yeah, sorry. I already have these. The problem is, I can't afford Shadow Mist. Like, the extra tier. That's what you guys mean. Sorry. So, extra blood maximum. No, I'm gonna go endurance for now. Because that's a much more remarkable bonus here. But yeah. The trap I like to use, you're right. But I had to be level 12, and to get up to level 12, I needed to spend a certain amount of EXP points. I simply did not have enough, unfortunately. This is going to be the next upgrade we buy, 100%, but I couldn't afford it for this run. For this stop-off, I guess. Oops. Anyway, confirm. Yeah, we were just shy. At 3,000 EXP, we were just shy of level 12, and it's like, well, can't do anything about it. Okay, major district events. So, they've gone up to stable. Futile police raids in Whitechapel. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicinal black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. The masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council's Board of Health by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory. Well, the epidemic spreads more and more every day. Worst of all, when you take the time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than the other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground. More proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence. All I know is this. If a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap flea-infested flats some shady landlord will agree to rent me, right now. Major event. And merchants. Oh. The prices in the area has changed. Okay.